Hi everyone, I'm Jen Rice and I am coming live from a lunch break, although I'm happy to report that I'm down to a 2-day work week in clinic. So this is my first week of experiencing Tuesday as my Friday. So I'm really excited to come on and talk about a topic of self-trust, because really I feel like self-trust has such a big thing to do with how I even got to today, right? And basically, you know, a lot of people will say, and many psychologists say, that you cannot trust anyone else 100%. You know, the one person that you can count on all the time is you, right? So, you know, having self-trust doesn't mean that we're going to be right about everything all the time. It doesn't mean that we're going to, get everything that we ever wanted. It just means that if having the self-trust, we have the courage to fail forward, to kind of pick up, move on, try again, keep trying, really. So, when you take care of your own needs and your own safety first, it can really have a great ripple effect for everyone around you. If you can be aware of your thoughts and your feelings as they're occurring, this can build self-trust. But it doesn't just stop there. It has to be, not only are you aware of what you're feeling, but you also want to express how you're feeling. So in doing so, you also would be following your own kind of moral compass and code of ethics. I mean, we want to treat everyone with kindness while we're still finding our own self-trust. And, you can pursue anything you want without, limiting or stopping other people from doing the same. So it's really important when you're building self-trust. You're not operating on an island necessarily, but you do want to build like your foundation and be mindful of those around you doing the same. So 3 things I wanted to share that can help you build self-trust. And this is something you can kind of start immediately. So the first thing, and some people aren't going to like it, but you need to avoid people who undermine your self-trust. So you want to think about, who are you spending time with? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Do they support you? Or are they usually what you'd call like a dream snatcher or, a naysayer? And if they are, then you might want to think about kind of removing them, at arm's length so that you can grow to where you want to be. Second thing, got to keep promises to yourself, meaning that if I make a commitment that I want to create a certain situation, or maybe certain boundaries that you want to place amongst other people, then you need to keep that promise to yourself that you're going to keep that boundary or, distance in mind. So keeping promises to ourselves allows us to build this self-trust I'm talking about. And the third thing, which is like, it's one of the hardest things, is to speak kindly to yourself. We say a lot of things to ourselves all day long that are not good. We can change that reel, though, that's going on. And I've been working a lot on this in the last year, and definitely even more so as I've gotten closer to sort of going through this major change, kind of career-wise, is I have to make sure that my self-talk is positive and is going to keep going in that direction and to not derail myself. So I think I talked in a previous video about an app called Think Up, ThinkUp. It's a free app and it's affirmations. And I've been using that since mid-March, and I really feel like it's beneficial. So I'm bringing that up again because if we can reduce or eliminate any negative self-talk, like we are definitely ahead of the game. So like I said before, building your own self-trust, it doesn't mean that we're always going to be perfect. All of my perfectionist friends out there, we do not have to be perfect. We just have to overcome things and move forward. And when we have obstacles, we're kind of pushing through that. So I hope you found value in this today. If you did, throw me some comments below. I'd love to hear what you do to kind of build this self-trust. And if you like my video, please let me know. And I would love it if you would go over to Jenn Rice International, which is my business page. And there's more content on there, and certainly more information if you like this type of content. And I hope that you guys have a great Tuesday. Take care.